Hey everyone, this is Travis with Green Valley Anglers, and welcome to our 5 Minutes to Better Bass Fishing series, where we share our tips and tricks for successful bass fishing in 5 minutes or less. No fluff, no filler, just straight usable information. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all of our tips and tricks for fishing offshore areas in the month of April, with the 3 key baits we laid out in our previous video: lipless crankbaits, spinnerbaits, and jigs. Offshore means anything away from the bank, so this will be focused more on our boat and kayak anglers. April can be a great month for fishing. Some say it's the best, but it can also be a challenging one, so it's important to know what to look for and how to approach these areas. So let's dive in. First and foremost, you need to know where to look if you are fishing for offshore fish in April. Depending on where you live, the water temperature can vary greatly, so determining where they are at in their spawning timeline will be important. If the water has warmed enough, and you are seeing activity in the shallows or pockets, chances are the spawn is on, and you will want to focus on the shallow bank techniques in our next video. If the water is still on the cooler side with no activity in the shallows, this is the right video for you. That being said, look for areas with steep drop-offs, structure, or cover. These areas can include creek channels, humps, or submerged islands. Look for these structures on your fish finder or map and mark them. These areas are where fish are likely to congregate and feed, so they are great places to start. When it comes to bait selection, lipless crankbaits, spinnerbaits, and jigs are all great choices for fishing offshore in April. Lipless crankbaits can be particularly effective for covering water and triggering reaction strikes. Choose a bait with a natural color pattern and a good rattle. Cast your bait out, allow it to sink to the desired depth, and then retrieve it back to the boat using a steady medium retrieve. This will create a vibration and sound that can attract fish from a distance. Spinnerbaits are another great option for fishing offshore in April. These baits can be particularly effective on windy days or when the water is slightly stained. Choose a spinnerbait with a willow blade and a Colorado blade for maximum vibration and flash. Cast your bait out, allow it to sink to the desired depth, and then retrieve it back to the boat using a slow, steady retrieve. This will create a thumping vibration and flash that can attract fish from a distance. Jigs are another great choice for fishing offshore in April. These baits can be particularly effective for targeting fish that are holding tight to structure or cover. Choose a jig with a natural color pattern and a trailer that matches the hatch. Cast your jig out and let it sink to the bottom, then use a slow, dragging retrieve to entice fish to bite. Pay close attention to your line, as many bites will come as a subtle tick or change in pressure. Another important factor to consider when fishing offshore in April is the weather. Pay attention to the wind and its direction, as it can help you determine where fish are likely to be. If the wind is blowing into a specific area, it can push baitfish and other forage into that area, which will attract predators. Additionally, overcast or rainy days can make fish more active and willing to bite, so take advantage of these conditions if you can. Finally, don't forget about your electronics. Your fish finder can be your best friend when fishing offshore areas. Use it to locate structure, cover, and schools of fish. Also, pay attention to the water temperature and the depth where you are marking fish. This can help you determine what baits and techniques will be most effective. So there you have it, where and how to target offshore areas in April. Remember to look for structure and cover, pay attention to the weather, and choose baits that match the hatch. With a little patience and persistence, you can have a successful day on the water. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fishing tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.